The following contest is your main event set for one fall in 20 time.
It's a big fight feel here in Gadsden, Alabama for the main event of New South Action Clash right here on IWTV. And folks, this one is going to be a certified banger. Now let's take it to ring announcer Cody Ray Coons to introduce our competitors.
From Leeds, England, by way of Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in 190 pounds of pure magic. He is one half of the candy shop, the forever journeyman and the intergalactic king of catch, Suge.
Don't worry, Cody, I'm right there with you. It's happened to me too.
And his opponent, from Iowa City, Iowa, weighing 250 pounds, he's the Corn Belt Cowboy, Called Manders.
This is about as diametrically opposed as you can get. The Corn Belt Cowboy and Big Matt Suge squaring off in a New South ring. This one, I gotta say, I got a good feeling about this one.
Suge D feeling a little undersold, underappreciated lately. Made his intentions known, demanding bigger and bigger matches. A few matches get bigger than the one called Manders.
My honestly surprised Suge is showing his face after that heinous assault on Kenzie Page and Ella Envy last week. Absolutely brutal.
Tell you, Carmen, it's hard to know what to think about Suge D and the candy shop. 1 minute they show, especially Suge D, show skill, talent in the ring, the ability to put on. Oh, hang on.
Going the Dylan McQueen route, it appears.
Apparently.
I don't know if I'd be riling up a man that size, Suge. Manders is as tough as they come. He's motivated already in this ring. I don't know if I'd take him off as well.
Suge D certainly waving that cape in front of a dangerous bull right now. Like some uncharacteristic bravado from Suge D, wanting to go lock horns with the one called Manders. Grease Monkey was saying before, hard to know what to think about Suge D. 1 minute, he shows that skill that got him where he is, but then he turns to associating with someone like Rolando Perez.
Definitely a very sketchy association. We thought the candy shop was closed for business. We haven't seen Suge in months. When he comes back, makes his presence felt.
Suge D, one known to ramble, travels all over, demanding his big matches.
Demanding his big matches, demanding a shot at the New South Heavyweight title against Adam Priest on an upcoming episode of Action Clash.
Another in a long line chasing Humongo, Carmen.
Suge D, of course, former New South Heavyweight champion. It's been quite a while since he held that gold. But he's been traveling around collecting gold everywhere he goes, though. Looking to add that Humongo back to his mantle. Manders, though, if he has his way, Suge D's not going to be walking into that fight.
Nope. Manders apparently not looking to play to his strengths. Wanting to play Suge D's game, but that is a bad decision, Carmen.
Suge, though. Oh, just disrespectful.
Lord of mercy. Kicking dust in the one called Manders' face. Oh, and getting his comeuppance early for it. Manders laying in some big forearms and a headbutt to top it all off. Sending Suge D staggering around the ring. Working Suge D in that corner, using that size and strength to his advantage.
Suge looking a little lost here. Eyes glazed over. Oh! Still had the wherewithal, though, to get that foot up now. Those stiff shots. The thing about Suge, he can switch it up, do just about any style. World traveled as Suge D.
You are absolutely right, Carmen, about the versatility of Suge D, but it certainly didn't help him stop that big flying headbutt from Manders.
No, not at all. That's like a Volvo flying at you in a hurricane right there.
He ain't kidding. Suge D had his lights turned out for a second there. didn't realize he's on the outside of the ring.
Suge realizing what's behind him. May not want to turn around.
Oh! Eating that big elbow.
Walked right into that one. Oh!
Another
Again,
headbutt.
that battering ram style. And Manders taking Suge on a little bit of a tour.
Oh. Big match. Suge wanted a main event match. The one called Manders looking to make sure that Suge D's time isn't wasted.
And Suge D is out of it.
Oh!
Suge D needing to get some space here.
Suge D proving why he's so dangerous. We've seen Suge D take some beatings and still be able to come back with some offense, Carmen.
That cardio. Oh! And he ran right into that one.
Suge D took the long way around into that big chop. It darn near caved his sternum in.
And the look of pain on Suge D's face right now is indescribable.
If you was ever curious to know how a crash test dummy feels, Carmen, pretty sure Suge D could tell you.
Suge D wanted big matches, and he's found himself in one right now. And there with that heavy hitter they call Manders. Manders, of course, that impressive showing earlier this year in the Haas 2021 tournament. And then, of course, in that heavyweight championship match with Adam Priest, Manders has been on quite the roll here.
Oh, the New South faithful know exactly what to expect from the one called Manders. A big, heavy fight that's worthy of any main event anywhere.
Suge trying to hold on like Mufasa on the edge of a cliff.
Barely keeping his feet under him. Manders looking to bring Suge back into the ring the hard way, but Suge fights out of it. Oh!
Just the opening that Suge needs.
You give Suge an inch, he takes a mile, Carmen.
He's looking very pleased with himself here on the outside. Manders trying to shake off that damage, but Suge, though, like a shark smelling blood in the water. Suge's got his target now.
Stomping down on that forearm of Manders. Oh!
Working over that arm, repeated blows. A headbutt of his own.
Yep, continuing to work that arm. Suge D finds a target, and he worries it like a hound with a bone. Suge D's strategy, harkening back to those classic days of NASCAR, Carmen. He's the type to stay in your blind spot. You think you've shaken him off, but when you least expect it, he pops out from behind your bumper and flies right past you back into the lead.
Right now, he's definitely in the sights of the one called Manders. Manders fighting back, but that injured arm playing a big factor here. Going for that lariat, but Suge D one step ahead.
Suge D showing some Wendell Scott level tenacity right now. Taking the fight to someone as large as Manders.
And that forearm to the back of the head would put away just about any competitor, but not the one called Manders. This man is full of grit.
Suge D definitely displayed his willingness and penchant for playing dirty. Oh, once again to that worried arm. Slamming it into the ring apron.
Suge D not content with the damage done so far.
Definitely a wise strategy, isolating a limb on the larger competitor.
I'm tied up in these ropes.
Putting his full weight on it, Carmen, trying to pull the shoulder clean out.
And he's gonna use every last bit of time he has there. Really letting that damage sink in.
The one called Manders feeling that damage piling up from Suge D's focusing on his arm. Suge D again disrespecting his opponent.
Slapping him repeatedly. Manders, though, not gonna let it slide.
Manders feeling the damage from that arm. Some of those blows may not have been as effective as they might have been if it were healthy, Carmen.
Manders might be cutting off his own nose despite his own face right now. Using that injured arm repeatedly. I don't know what he's trying to prove here. But either way, that is one tough SOB.
Absolutely. Manders showing some cleverness, resorting to the feet when the arms are injured. Suge with a big boot of his own. But not quite as big as Manders.
In the back and forth battle here. Manders with a lariat, this could be it.
Manders wisely using that uninjured arm to lay out Suge, but it wasn't enough to get the 3 count.
You gotta wonder at this point, what's it gonna take to put either one of these men away? Manders at 3-point stance. An athlete in his own right.
Manders trying to mount some offense with that uninjured left arm. Not able to throw the right as much as he might like for fear of injuring it further.
Suge ducked the lariat, but every bit of that DDT!
Driving Suge D into the middle of the ring, but it still weren't enough to pick up the win.
And again, what's it gonna take?
The frustration evident on the one called Manders' face.
You gotta wonder what's going through the minds of both of these competitors right now. It's been such a back and forth battle. It's like watching 2 rams just bash each other in the heads repeatedly. And neither really getting the upper hand whatsoever.
Like a demolition derby with 2 Cadillacs right now. Suge not willing to give up. Manders wondering what it's gonna take.
It's
In a
been
match that he expected to be a lot shorter.
It's been pretty even so far. But if I was a boxing judge, I think I would give it to Suge on the points as of right now. But Manders, though, with that injured arm, hits the lariat, but isn't enough.
Apparently not.
So close.
Grease Monkey don't think any panel of judges could call this one down the middle. It's just been back and forth. Somehow, Suge D able to overcome the size and strength advantage of Manders with his sheer tenacity and technical tactics.
Manders loading up for that power slam.
Suge able to fight out of it.
Again, that vicious spinning back elbow. Going for the float through. Not the result these fans wanted to see, but Suge D victorious here. And it just goes to show that a match can end at any point. Suge D, that quick offense there. puts away the one called Manders.
Suge caught Manders sleeping at the light and was able to pick up a victory over him. Wants to call himself Big Match Suge, but you certainly can't argue that he's given us big matches anytime he stepped in the ring.
Damn, I'm good.
Well, folks, quite the main event here. Action Clash. We want to thank you so much for tuning in right here on IWTV. On behalf of myself, Carmen Michael, and the Grease Monkey, thank you for watching New South, and we'll see you next Tuesday.